Hey guys, Biolizard1 here, and today I'm gonna bring you an overused battle against DarkLightDragon, and this is actually the person who got me into Wi-Fi battling. So be sure to check out her channel. She didn't upload any videos yet, but she's going to get an R4 soon, and then she will upload, so really go check her out. I start off with my Jirachi, she starts off with Rose Raid. I go for the U-turn and she goes for the Sunspore, and I was pretty much surprised by that because I was expecting a sleep powder. So therefore I went for the U-turn and went into Magnezone because that is the only thing I want to get a sleep. Here she makes a first over prediction. She goes for Flygon while I switch out my Magnezone and go out to Salamence, who dodges the Earthquake like that. She goes now into Suicune, and I went for a Fire Blast. Not sure why, maybe expecting her to go back into Rose Raid, but she goes into Suicune, and that's always nice. And I go into Jirachi again, because I obviously don't want this thing to set up on me, because in some of my previous battles it did, and then I had severe troubles of taking it down. So now I was hoping that it would go for another Calm Mind because I would trick it into a Scarf, and a Scarf Suicune isn't that great for her because now it's pretty much rendered useless. Actually, here she would have gone for the switch into Flygon because Flygon is Scarfed as well. However, she said she didn't want to overpredict too much in a battle against me. So yeah, that's a bit too bad for her. Now she goes for a Surf. And it nearly finishes off my Jirachi, but I go into my Starmie, and Starmie takes it like a beast. Now I was expecting her to switch into something else, and therefore I went for a Surf, because if I went for a Thunderbolt, which was pretty much too obvious, then she could have easily gone to Flygon and dodged the T-Bolt. Now she keeps going for Surf until the right time to switch out, while I go for Recover because I obviously don't want to lose my Starmie this early in the game. And as you can see, bulky Starmie is pretty much win because she has to switch out and she goes into her Rose Raid again. And Rose Raid is standing pretty nice there, and she goes for a Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is not quite going to finish off the Rose Raid, but I'm pretty sure that I will be able to outspeed because Starmie is faster, and a second Thunderbolt will be able to finish out the Rose Raid, and that is one dead Rose Raid. Starmie gets the leftovers, and she has 5 Pokemon left. She goes back into Dragonfly or Flygon as she wants to kill me with a U-turn, but I don't want that. Going to my Jirachi as Deathfather pretty much, and yay, 69 HP. She goes for a U-turn, that gives me switching advantage again. She goes into myself, Sam, who is a Persian, and yeah, actually I'm a Persian, which is actually really funny. She goes into Persian, as I said before, and I don't want to get Fake Out in the face, so I go into my Gengar. I was pretty much surprised that she outsped me here, so she must be max speed. And she goes for Hypnosis, and Hypnosis is going to bring me to sleep, obviously. Now, I want to burn off some sleep turns, and after I see the nasty plot, I'm just wanting to switch out. She goes into Magnezone, and Magnezone is pretty much gone for as well. I was hoping to take like 2 Water Pulses, but after a nasty plot, that isn't going to happen, so I just let Magnezone die so I can bring in something that is able to 1-hit or 2-hit KO it, and I'm going into my Weavile, who is an excellent revenge killer, and actually I went for a Pursuit because I was expecting her to switch out. However, she goes for a Swift, and that is not going to take me out as well, and yay, 69 HP again. I go for a Pursuit now, and Pursuit is obviously going to kill. She goes into Attila Hen now, and Attila Hen is a Blaziken. I obviously can't do a thing against Blaziken, so I switch out, go into my Smaximus again, who is my Salamence. Get off and Intimidate, so this Blaziken won't, if it's physical, then it won't do a lot. Goes for a Night Slash. Maybe she was expecting me to go into Gengar again. That isn't going to happen. yeah, and stealth rocks are really helping me good in this battle. I go for Niku because I wanted to finish off that Blaziken, and an EQ, I get a crit, and yeah, that is like, I'm not pretty here I could have gone for another EQ, but I wasn't exactly sure if this Suicune with a scarf would be able to outspeed me or not, because actually I didn't know what kind of Suicune this was. So therefore I wanted to play safe and go into my Starmie, because Starmie can take an Ice Beam of a Suicune pretty well. And now she expects me to go for a T-Bolt, but I know that she still has Flygon, so I can't take the risk. Go for a Surf, get a critical hit, and that surely mattered. So sorry about that, DarkLightDragon. Now she goes back. Now she goes into her Salamence, and Salamence is like really looking terrifying there. And she goes for an Intimidate. That is obviously not going to do a lot against my Starmie because she's special. I go for a T-Bolt, and T-Bolt does like a respectable amount of damage. Then she goes for a Dragon Claw, and as you can see, this bulky Starmie is just a beast, surviving the Dragon Claw with such a lot of HP. Go for another T-Bolt, and T-Bolt is not going to finish off the Salamence, but she's going to get Life Orb damage on her Xaldin, and that is going to finish off this Salamence as well. Now we're going to Necrofear because I wanted to scout out what she would go into. She goes into Blaziken, and at this point I was still thinking that she had Suicune, so therefore I wanted to play safe, go for a Shadow Ball, and one stab Shadow Ball is definitely going to finish off the Blaziken, so that's always nice. Now she goes into Suicune, but no, actually I thought she still had Flygon, so I'm going for a Shadow Ball because it's my best move, and when I see the damage I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 2 or a 3 hit KO, and she still hasn't burned a single turn of sleep. She's only going to wake up after my 3rd attack, and that is pretty much a good game. So good game here, DarkLightDragon. I really enjoyed battling you. Don't forget to check her out, really go subscribe to her. She's doing a red playthrough, and yeah, see you in my next videos, guys. See ya. So here we are again with another question of the day, and this question of the day is about your favorite water type move. My favorite water type Pokemon, that is. My favorite water type Pokemon is Blastoise because he was my first pick at the blue version. So yeah, Blastoise was my first Pokemon ever. So what is your favorite water type Pokemon? Leave your answer as a reply to this video, and this will be the last of series that I will be doing by asking about your favorite type of Pokemon. So I'm going to come up with something new. If you have some ideas, I'd like to hear them. Leave them as an answer to this video as well, just as a reply. And yeah, see you next time, guys. Oh, I have another battle against DarkLightDragon, which was really epic. So I'll be posting it later this week, so stay tuned for that. It was really epic. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.